Hi there, I'm Jennifer Haid. Welcome back to my kitchen. I wanted to share with you this recipe today for a creamy stuffed shrimp pakora. My inspiration for this recipe came from the East Indian culture and a recent trip to a local East Indian grocery store in my neighborhood. Now, a lot of times I talk to friends and myself personally, when you go to the East Indian grocery store and you see numerous amounts of spices, it can be quite intimidating because you look at all of these spices, and if you've had Indian food, you know how delicious it can be, but you wonder how you get from the spices to this delicious food. So I brought home all of the spices and looked up a bunch of recipes and kept experimenting with them, and I came up with this recipe that includes Philadelphia cream cheese for this competition. I hope you enjoy it. To begin, we're going to start with the batter that's going to go into our pakoras, and for that you need chickpea flour, a quarter of a cup of chickpea flour, and then the spice blend. So for the spices, you're going to use a quarter of a teaspoon of turmeric powder, a quarter of a teaspoon of chili powder, and then a quarter of a teaspoon of garam masala and cumin powder. So you mix all of those dry ingredients into the chickpea flour, and to that you're going to add some coriander, chopped coriander. The chopped coriander is actually really, it's got a very aromatic flavor, and it's a lot stronger than parsley, but so if you don't really like that center flavor, you could use parsley in this recipe. To that I'm going to add just a quarter of a teaspoon of yogurt, because that's going to help me get the texture that I want for the pakoras. And basically the texture that you're looking for is one of sort of a fish and chips batter type consistency. So let's blend all of this together here, and then once you've kind of got all those blended, you're just going to add water slowly to the mix and keep blending the mixture until you get to this consistency over here. So I just want to show you the consistency that you're looking for, and that's sort of this consistency right over here. You can see all the lovely color from the turmeric and the coriander and all of the spices in there. So next, for these pakoras, you have to have a delicious dipping sauce, and I found this delicious mango chipotle dressing in the grocery stores that I picked up, and 1 tablespoon of sour cream. And all you're going to do is just blend those two ingredients together, because the mango chipotle dressing has a lot of flavor, and because it's mango and the spices in the chipotle really goes well with the East Indian theme of the pakora blend. So you just keep blending it together, and when you've blended it to this consistency over here is when it's perfect for a dipping sauce. So you're just going to blend it to that consistency, and then we're going to top it with some green onions. The crunchiness of the green onions along with the pakora and the crunchiness really gives it a very good taste. So we're going to bring this over here, and the next step that we need is the stuffing for the shrimp. So we're going to, on low heat, we're going to put a little bit of butter in a pan, and we're going to saute shallots and mushrooms. The shallots are a sweet onion, and it's got a little bit of a hint of garlic. So we're just going to put a little bit of butter onto the pan, and then we're going to add in the shallots and the mushrooms right away, because we just want to cook them up really quickly, and we don't want to overcook them because they're going to continue to cook when they're in the stuffing within the shrimp. So we just want to bring them down and kind of get them softened so that we can put them right into the shrimp. Now you could use regular onions if you wanted to, but I like to use shallots because they have a lot milder taste, and they're a lot easier to work with and cook with. And because we don't want anything too large to stuff the shrimp with, the shallots work really, really well. And mushrooms are my personal favorite, so I kind of use mushrooms whenever I can. And when you go into the summertime, all of the fruits and veggies are a really good price. So if you don't like mushrooms, you can always substitute with a different vegetable of your choice. Just something that cooks fairly quickly. So we're just going to move this back over here now onto this plate, because we're going to get ready to stuff our shrimp. And we have to be, we need to get our Philadelphia cream cheese right out of the fridge, because we don't want it to be too cold. So we're going to just turn this down, because we're going to use the same pan in the interest of saving some dishes. So we're going to take some Philadelphia cream cheese and put it right onto the mushroom mix over there. and just grab your shrimp, and these are the large shrimp that I'm using, and you've got the center there. You just take the Philadelphia cream cheese and some of the stuffing and put it right on top of the shrimp, and you just stuff it in there. Perfect, just like that. And then you want to take your batter that you have right here. Move some of these dishes away. And you just take the shrimp and dip it right into the batter, just being mindful that your stuffing stays intact. And then you want to put a little bit of cooking oil on the other side of the pan there. And then you want to drop the shrimp into the pan. So we're just going to do one more here. Okay, we're going to put this in here. I'm going to add a little bit of cream cheese. Okay, so there we have another one. Now, you don't need to let those cook very long. Because shrimps cook fast and the batter cooks fairly quickly as well, you don't want to leave them in there too long. So when you see that the sides of it are starting to get a little bit golden brown, you just take your shrimp and you turn it over. And when you look at it, you'll actually see that it's got a beautiful golden flavor there on the side. Okay, and then you just want to leave that one in there a little bit longer because it's not quite ready. But you leave them on about 40-45 minutes on each side, and this is actually perfect if you are working with a friend in the kitchen who's just come over, because pakoras taste the best when they're cooked right on the spot. You don't want to prepare this too early or anything like that. Okay, so that's once that's cooked, we're going to plate it over here. So there's the dip that we created, and your shrimp are going to look golden brown and delicious like that. So I hope you enjoyed my recipe for stuffed shrimp pakora, and that you'll be inspired to go Indian store grocery shopping. Thank you.